Okay. So those were some of. So what I'm trying to show you, if you, even at this late stage, think, wow, these is, as long as you know the characters, who the characters were, most of it. Let me show you in the other papers very quickly. I'm going to go, that was 2023. Okay, and as I said to you guys, please, please, please do not do any poems. Why is this now giving me problems? Okay. May, June 2023. It's the wrong poems. Only the ones I gave you. Please, I beg of you. Last year, November, for the first time, they wrote new poems. You guys are the second group of matrics ever to write these poems. So you can only look at November. You can't even look at this one for the senior certificate for, this is May, June. Do you all understand that? Please do not. What you can do is practice the unseen poem. But this is old poetry. You see there? We don't do this year. Please do not do it. Okay, right. I want you to go to the essay question on page 25 of the Crucible, just to show you. I had a student last year that said to me, ma'am, I will do the essays of the Crucible easy because all you need to know is the characters and how they and how hypocrisy comes into it. That's what she said. And then I can spin anything based on hypocrisy, lying, deceit, and if I know the characters, I can spin any essay. Now let's see if that is true. Yes, Lauren.
Desiree, I sent something on WhatsApp with the characters. You can just have a look. Maybe that will help everyone as well.
That's fantastic. Is it this year?
Yes. No, no,
No,
no,
that's
no.
poetry.
It's right at the bottom, right at the bottom, Desiree.
Oh, thank you. You just sent it. Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you. So here's your characters. And if you can look for lies and deception in these characters, get to know who the people are, then I would suggest doing the essay for, there they even give you more than. I didn't know there was a Muriel, Marshall Herrick. Never seen that. I've seen Ezekiel Cheever. Right. And then again, watch the drama. Oops, I clicked on cancel. Shafika, I hope you were allowed in. I accidentally clicked on cancel. All right, let's go back here. I can't be too long, guys. I have another engagement. So, let's look here. The Crucible, Abigail is a complex character who might be perceived as a saint. Now we know that is a lie. She might be perceived as a saint, but she is the one with all the evil that is conjuring up evil. She's the one that doesn't want the lie to come out about her wanting to have an affair with her boss. And so she conjures up the stuff that happens in the forest and evil witchcraft, and then immediately mass hysteria comes. So in the Crucible, Abigail is a complex character who might be perceived as a saint. Critically discuss, do you agree or disagree? At some stages, she might say, but yes, I am a saint because I just love this man. That's all I wanted to do. The other people, they called up spirits. They did this. They did, but it might be true. You might say, to the extent I agree wholeheartedly or I disagree completely. The extent You must use words like to the extent. Yes, I do. Um, I have the paper that matriculants wrote today. Well, parts of it. Okay. Uh, why would matriculants have written today? English. Maybe at the other school, at a single school. Because I know there's no common papers. But it will be awesome. Please send it to the group. Thank you, Myron. Or you can just take the pictures, just the parts that we need. Thank you. Okay, that's fantastic. It'll help us with another type of question, yes. All right, so then again, I would suggest, I'm going to speak to you now. I don't know who Joshua is. Sorry, forgive me. Please speak, Joshua.
Good evening, Desiree, Chaselin.
Hi, Chaselin.
Just to confirm, so the essay is going to be the introduction, the body, and the conclusion.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So in introduction, you say, this is how you would start. You would say, critically discuss. Then you would say, I wholeheartedly disagree with with the statement, or I agree to disagree to a large extent with with the statement. It could be perceived that Abigail might have been a saint, and then one of your points, one of your your paragraphs will be where she can be seen as a saint, innocent. She didn't do this, she didn't do that, blah blah blah, and then all your other paragraphs comes in as how she was not a saint. What did she do to in the forest? What did she do with a puppet? What did she do when Elizabeth was what was she doing to Elizabeth through that servant? Or what was, I think it was, what was the servant's name? Something with a M. Mama, something.
Wasn't it Mary?
Mary.
Mary, yes. Where's Mary now? This is so good, thank you. Um,
Go back, Miss. Missed it. The second one on the right.
Mary Warren, thank you, is a lonely, impressionable girl who is the servant to the proctors now. So it might seem as if she was innocent, but what did she do? She manipulated Mary Warren. She was it with a desire. She wanted to be accepted, so Abigail used her. She has a lack of fortitude and sense of identity to stand alone against the crowd. Not Mary, Abigail gives her a doll, a puppet, and she brings it into the home. So is Abigail really as innocent as she perceives to be? Then you can speak about all those. And then, of course, where she lied and caused mass hysteria. So, what I'm trying to show you guys from what other students, I've never written this, so I wouldn't know. I did do the crucible when I was at high school. But what I want to say to you is um, my suggestion, unless you want to change it, is to do the essay question of the crucible. Now let me tell you why I say so. You can read some of this. Read some of this. And this was from Act 3. And this one was from Act 4. It'll give you a little bit more context on what to maybe write. You see, here's someone saying, you'll confess yourself? Who are they talking to? Here's Elizabeth. This is where Elizabeth tells the lies. Yeah, okay? Do what you will, but let none be your judge. You know, that kind of thing. So, sometimes these gives you a little bit more background. Yeah. This is Mary Warren. Her eyes fall on Abigail's, look about in the air, clasping her arms about as though cold. I know not. A cold wind has come. And So she accuses. There's another thing that you can write here. She accuses Mary Warren of witchcraft. You see, so that is how you can write an essay. So this would be where the introduction would be whether you agree or disagree, and always say strongly or whatever, or whatever the question is asking. These are your paragraphs: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? How she accused people. So how can she be called a saint? She brought all these people into, this was Elizabeth, right? She brought all these people into disrepute. There you've got at least 6. You must write 450 words. Yeah. Okay, so now watch. If my introduction is about 50 words, where I'm stating whether I agree or disagree. Yeah, let's look at the other one. How would you put it? Many of the characters in the cruise totally dishonorable can be critically discussed to the extent. So you're going to say, I strongly agree or I strongly disagree. Right? So that is your intro line. And you're going to say, because, and then you say why. So then that will be at least about 70 words. Right? Then you're going to look at your paragraphs. Say your paragraphs are 50 words each. So 50 times here you already got 5 or 6 paragraphs, different things. That's 300 words already. Then that's 300 plus this 50. Then you are literally left with your conclusion, where you wrap everything up and you said, well, it showed that, blah, blah, blah. And there you got your other 50 words. And you got your 400 to 450 words. Is this a must do a mind map planning? Not in paper 2, but yes, in paper 3. It is a must. So I would suggest that you do it here also. It's not a must, but it might just be where they tell you to do. But it is a must in paper 3. Okay. So do you guys understand where I'm coming from? I'm saying to you, you can spin the essay better in the crucible, whereas the contextual in Life of Pi, you might be able to answer the questions if you just watch the movie a little bit. Okay, you watch the full movie. So again, my suggestion: essay crucible, contextual Life of Pi. Who has already made that decision? Who already made that decision before I suggested it? Shafika prefers it, Lauren prefers it, Kenneth prefers it. So well done, guys. That is all I'm going to do. Don't forget the poems. Yes, Shafika?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
I
evening.
just feel the fact that we've watched A Life of Pi from the beginning, and like we know the storyline, everything that happened. Some of us even read the book.
Yes.
So you know so much info and it's drilled so much in your mind that even if they had to ask you like complicated questions, you can spin around if you watch the movie and actually adapt what you've read in the book. You can actually spin around and get nice answers out of it.
If you're going to do the
If you're gonna
contextuals,
do yes, Life of Pi,
definitely.
because you've like I really drilled it in my brain to know all the characters, to know what he did, how he grew up, and his dad's behaviors and his family's behavior. So
Yes.
I don't think it's going to be a problem. And like you say,
Yes.
we can use some of the paragraphs and some of the stuff that they give you of the Crucible and actually get some answers out of it. If you're going
Correct.
to do the essay on that.
Absolutely correct. Thank you. All right. What I've just done here now, just in case there's anybody who hasn't watched it, there's The Life of Pi, the movie. You can still go watch it tonight. Your bedtime story. Watch the movie. Here's the whole drama. The Crucible. This one here. Let's make sure it plays because earlier in English FAL it didn't want to play because of copyright. It looks like it is still gonna play, and it didn't just say it's not available. Yes, here is the movie of the Crucible. Watch that also as a bedtime story now. Yes, Rian and
Is
Lauren.
this your mischief, huh?
Rian.
Hi, ma'am. So, would I be correct in saying I'd go with the choice you've given us tonight? It makes 200% sense to do it that way. So, The Crucible, if I've watched this movie like three, four times now after each other, and the essay would be easier, I would say as well, because you're basically going to write about what you've seen. So
Correct.
it's going to be easy for us if we've watched the movie. It's easier to watch the movie and then just rewrite her character and
And see what question is asked. Yes.
yes, man.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Good, very good advice from Rian there. So, Lauren?
Desiree, I just wanted to comment on something now on the life of Pi, where it was also said that Pi's mother was killed by the cookman.
Mm.
It's like you didn't see it in the movie. I
No,
just
you
saw them. They were
didn't.
they were only arguing, and then they said that Pi killed the cookman.
Yes. Now, that was the different stories of the life of Pi, the alter egos
Yes,
that
and
doesn't
then
come forward in the movie.
yes, and then the religion is very strong.
Mm.
Apparently, about what the Hindu and the Muslim is
Mm.
much stronger, and it's
Yes.
also like with the religion that you actually give what how can I say what you practice
Yes.
in the religion. It's more stronger there than anything else.
Yeah. But you would, if you're going to do the contextuals then in Pi, then you must look through not necessarily themes, but just more go through the question papers that they have got.
Yes, I do have all the questions. I went
Yes.
through them. Yes.
And then please, guys, these 10, I gave you guys 10, 12 are the only poems you must study. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is it. Do not study any others that is not on this page here. And if you want to go over your poems, go over. I've given you other teachers. There's there's one for every poem. I do not want to teach you this. I never wanted to teach you this because I'm not a teacher that got information from the department. Da 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 da. I got it from grade 12 teachers from YouTube. I do not what you call it. I do not call myself an expert on any of these poems. That is why I didn't want to teach it to you, but I gave it to you from, yes, tomorrow you are writing 2 poems and 1 unseen. You will be writing 2 out of this 12 also. Okay, guys? Please don't forget, you will be writing 2 out of these 12 tomorrow. Only 2. They will give you 4. You must choose 2. You can do 1 essay if you like that poem, but you don't have to. Essays are not compulsory in poetry, but you will be getting 2 of these and 1 that nobody in this world has seen. Okay? An unseen poem. Maybe people have seen it, but okay. So remember, that's what you're doing. This is the last, our end of year. Question 1 to question 4, you answer 2 poems. Woo! I didn't just write that. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Take this colored out of the bush. You can't take the bush out of the colored. I'm sorry. Collins wants to know what I wrote. I can't tell him. I'm too embarrassed. Anyway, question 5 will be your unseen poem. I wrote it right this time. Okay? So, in other words, you're going to answer. Here's 1. There's 2 here. You're going to answer 3 poems. Right. Then, the next question you go to is question 7. Let me just make 100% sure of that. Crucible is 14 and 14 or 15. And Life of Pi is 8 or 9. Okay. Let's go back here. Question 8 or question 9. That's an essay. That's contextual of Life of Pi. Pi. You will answer one question. Either, I remember I suggested contextual here. Lag te veel aan nonsense praat. Then, question 14 and 15, I think it was. Yeah, question 14 and 15. Question 14 or question 15. That's the essay. That's contextual. This is Crucible. Okay? And I suggested that you guys do the essay here. You can change it. It's up to you. So that's basically what you are answering. You are going to be answering 5 questions in total. 3 poems, 2 that you've seen, 1 unseen, 1 contextual, Life of Pi, 1 essay, Crucible. And that is the end. Yes, a lick a big laugh. You took a screenshot. Oh my word. Okay, guys. Bless you. Any questions? And it was recorded, by the way. Any other questions? Okay. Then I'm going to love and leave you. And I believe